Hello class, so today we'd like to look at some review questions on the exam number 22. So let's get started here. So I have this absolute value equation and we want to solve that. How are we going to do it? Yes, first we want to draw the number line and find the value of 8 that makes this portion inside of the absolute value equal to 0. That means we're going to have 4a plus 6 has to be equal to 0. That's where we're going to have the center, if you remember. So 4a is equal to negative 6, where a is equal to negative 6 over 4. In other words, negative 3 over 2. So about negative 3 over 2, we could have the values of a that are greater than them. Then what's going to be happening? Yes, here we're going to have positive values will be left. So we're going to have 4a plus 6 minus 4a equals negative 10. You see, when the values of inside of the absolute value is positive, then we don't do anything to the absolute value. On the other hand, the left side of it, since this portion will be negative, absolute value works like another negative sign to make that into positive. So 4a plus 6 minus 4a will be equal to negative 10. Now, then let's look at the calculation here. 4a and 4a cancels out. Can you have 6 is equal to negative 10? No. That means there is no solution from the right side of the interval. How about left side interval? If you have to calculate this one, negative 4a minus 6, negative 4a is equal to negative 10. By combining them together, we get negative 8a is equal to negative 4. So therefore, a seems to be 1/2 as our answer as we divide by negative a. Now, but we cannot just stop here because you have to plug in 1/2 in place of a. Let's try to check it. Or another way for you to do it is either check it or you will realize that 1/2, even though we got 1/2 as an answer, does that belong into our interval here that's given? In fact, 1/2 will be greater than negative 3 over 2, so you should be on the right side. Which means I got an answer, but since it's not within the interval, so therefore, this will be rejected also. Then you will see that our answer will be empty set. Number 53 and 43. So here, what can we do? By definition, we can do this one quite easily. If you just divide everything by 6, then what we end up getting is absolute value of x minus 7 over 6, which is less than or equal to 5 over 6. That means from the center, 7 over 6, it has been negation of this value, which is 7 over 6. We're going to add and subtract 5 over 6. So if you add 5 over 6 from 7 over 6, then we'll end up getting 12 over 6, which is equal to 2. On the other hand, if you go down by 5 over 6, from 7 over 6, we'll be getting 2 over 6, which is equal to 1/3. Now, but since we are looking for the distance from 7 over 6 has to be less than 5 over 6, that means less than means we are looking at the values towards the center, which means right over here, since the center is right over here. Now, since we have the underline here, meaning equal to, therefore we got to use the closed circle. There it goes. And which one of these represents this as an answer? Choice 1. All right, let's look at number 44. Same way as before. So first, what we can do is we can multiply by 3 on each side. Then we'll end up getting 4x minus 5 is greater than 3. To have the x by itself, we're going to divide by 4. Then we'll end up getting absolute value of x minus 5 over 4, which is greater than 3 over 4. Now then what are we going to do? Our center becomes, once again, 5 over 4. And then the distance which we're going to measure from will be 3 over 4 on both sides. So if I go up by 3 over 4, from 5 over 4, I just have to add them up. I'll be getting 8 over 4, which will be equal to 2. If I subtract 3 over 4 from this side, then I'll be getting 2 over 4, which is equal to 1/2. So 1/2 to 2 becomes our section. But the thing is, distance has to be greater, you see, greater than this value. Then how can you have the distance that's greater? That means farther away from the center. Is it greater from here? It's farther away to the other side. So we end up getting this as our answer. Since I don't have the underline, that means it will be open circle. Then which one of these 4 represents this one as the answer? That's right. It'll be choice 3. Let's look at the next one. So how are we going to do this one? First, we got to divide by -3 on both sides. Then we get absolute value of 6 minus x. Since I'm dividing it by negative number, what am I going to do? I'm going to switch the sign. And then I'll be getting 5. Now the thing is, within the absolute value, I can switch this order, and it's going to be same value, so I'm going to have x minus 6, which is still greater than 5. Now, then this is rather simple, because from 6, I have to go up and down by 5, which is 11 and then 1. But since distance is greater than 5, that means I have to go outwardly. And then since I don't have the underline, that means I'm going to have an open circle. And that becomes our solution. All right, I'm going to continue with the part 2 and the rest of them later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.